Warning, the stories you're about to hear are detailed accounts of shenanigans, pranks, and some mistakes that are meant to replicate the sort of discussions that veterans have when they reunite over a cold beverage and do not depict the professional daily actions of the military at large. We hope to make you laugh, but not to disrespect our proud men and women in uniform. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Cammo Comedy, where we take a humorous look at the lighter side of military service. We got a big show for you today, but before we jump into it, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, whatever they call it on your podcasting platform. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating, write us a review, as that makes us more relevant in the algorithm and boosts the overall visibility of the show. But word-of-mouth advertising is just so powerful, so if you tell some friends, I will love you forever. Okay, let's jump into the show. I am your host, Aaron Wolf. Just as a friendly reminder to the audience, we put out a new show every single Monday, so make sure you give the notification bell a nice tap so you don't miss a show. Also, as a friendly reminder, we're doing laughter therapy here on the show. We got a lot of military members out there that struggle with everyday life after military service, and there's nothing quite like sharing a laugh and remembering the good times. Joining me today is the man who proposed to his wife in the flower bed in front of the Arby's parking lot. Call sign Double Take. Double Take, thanks for joining me today. It was beautiful, folks, by the way. So don't judge.
You know what? That's a fucking magical moment, and I resent you for that, and she will too.
Also joining me today is the man who taught me never to holster your dong in your friend's belly button. That's a way to get it all linty. Some people's belly buttons are like a fucking tumbleweeds just blowing around in there. It's disgusting. So we're all about hygiene on the show.
Friendly docking. It's not a sexual docking, just a friendly
when
docking.
I pull my shirt up, make a ring around my belly button, and ask you if you've ever seen a hairy bagel?
Make it go.
Well, but then when I try to pull out, it's like a Chinese finger trap, and it just pulls me deeper into your belly button.
That's amazing.
So we're spreading belly cheeks now instead of hate.
You got to mix it up every once in a while. Spread some cheeks, folks. All right, you guys ready for my first story?
Oh, there it is. Got me. Woo-hoo! Oh, I got all of us.
Oh, man. Well, Double Take just opened up a thing of smelling salts, shook it around, and now we're awake. Let's do the show.
I regret everything.
Let's do the show, baby. Get those away from him.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, you're good. Wherever they are, I'm not fucking touching them again.
I didn't even see you do that. It just hit me.
Oh, got me right in the fucking fillings.
In the fillings?
Fillings like teeth. Fillings, not feelings.
Feelings.
Those two, though.
I think it hit me in my feelings.
Oh, God. Everything.
I feel
You're so
harassed.
sensitive nowadays.
I feel harassed.
You're so...
I'm entitled to my fillings.
Just don't be embarrassed to be harassed.
Are you guys ready for my first story?
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right, so check this out. This story takes place about, 1990s, I think it was, early 2000s, something like that.
You're the one telling the story. Why are you looking at me like I'm supposed to know?
Is that what we're doing today? All right. All right, this story takes place...
I love you.
I'm going home. All right. This story takes place early 2000s era, right? And it takes place between Army E6 and an Army lieutenant.
Okay.
All right.
That already sounds terrible.
Yeah.
So the E6, we're going to call him Petroleum Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
For obvious reasons. Well, I mean, maybe they're not obvious.
Petroleum Jesus, because obvious reasons.
There's
This
no
guy
context
was
to that.
Now this guy is just a wizard with fuels. There's actually a lot of logistical things that you have to get together for I think there's different stabilizers, there's sulfur content, things of that nature. And this guy was just a wizard at making sure that everything was stable, everything got shipped well. If things were shipped and it was dog shit, he could bring it up to spec like nobody's business.
Turn water into fuel. As he blesses it.
Exactly.
Just sounds like a hillbilly. Just make an engine run off anything.
Right.
And the lieutenant, we're going to call him Lieutenant Dimitri, right? Now, Lieutenant Dimitri was participating in something that a lot of lieutenants do. He was going up to the lower enlisted guys and getting the spec numbers on all their fuel levels, all of their logistical, specs, things of that nature. Now,
The E6 was in charge of the section, so this pissed him off. He was just like, excuse me, like, use the chain of command. You got to come to me if you want this kind of stuff. So he told his Joes, like, look, if this lieutenant shows up again, tell him to come talk to fucking me, you know? And lower enlisted guys never want to get in between, like, a pissing contest between, like, upper echelon people, right?
Yeah.
But they want to see it.
Yeah, right?
They would definitely want to see it. So...
Petroleum Jesus told her that you have to go talk to him, sir.
Also, he said that you're a bitch.
This is speculation here, but I'm sure that the lieutenant's like, fuck that shit, just give me the numbers, right? I got a job to do, like, just tell me what the fuck it is. I'm not going to jump through all these different hoops. Right. So this goes on for a number of weeks, and finally, E6 Petroleum Jesus has had enough of this. He's like, all right, where the fuck is this lieutenant at? Right? Now, for those of you in the audience who might not know, a lieutenant is a lot higher than just your average run-of-the-mill E6. You know?
But they're never as high as they think they are.
That's fucking truth.
Good point.
Fucking truth.
So, Petroleum Jesus just storms into, like, the orderly room area and says, all right, where the fuck is this lieutenant? Everybody kind of starts laughing and just points out his office. He's like, he's over there. So Petroleum Jesus goes over and was just like, hey, Lieutenant, like I told my guys, if you want the fucking specs on this stuff, you got to fucking come to me. Lieutenant's like, excuse me? You know, so they kind of get into a little bit of a back and forth, but they tend to understand each other.
That is.
Well, check this out. Flash forward several years. This is like 6 or something years later. Now, Petroleum Jesus E6 has since become a warrant officer, so he's a W-2 at this point.
Nice.
He's reporting into a deployed location. He reports into a major who turns out to be Dimitri. He's like, oh, fuck me.
He's Major D.
So you always have to watch out who you mouth off to because you never know. They're probably going to be your boss at some point. Warrant officers are like in between. Like they're just charged with like answers, right? And so there was a lieutenant colonel that was up the chain that would just cut through all the bullshit and go right to his warrant and say, hey, I just need statuses of X, Y, and Z. So the warrant officer just like, boom, you got him, right? So Dimitri, the major, came to him and be like, hey, man, what the fuck are you going telling my boss for? Like, you got to fucking tell me. He's like, look, I don't want to get in between all of this shit, man. He's like, I'm not getting in between all of this shit. The lieutenant colonel asks me something, I'm just going to fucking tell him. That's what warrants do, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And, you know, it's just amusing that these two characters switch places after all these years.
You never know exactly who's going to be your boss. And also, you got to watch out, like as an E6, not to go fucking destroy a lieutenant because, yeah, they get promoted.
Well, nobody knows what a fucking warrant officer does anyways. Like, that's the
Except for the warrant officer.
Except for the warrant officer. It's a big running joke. At least it was in the Army. I'm sure it's the same in the Air. Did Air Force even have warrant officers?
No.
Have them in the Air Force.
The Air Force is the only branch that doesn't have warrant officers.
Does
The
the
Marine Corps
Navy?
Navy's got them.
No shit.
Marine Corps got them. Army's got them.
We're the only ones that were smart enough to realize we didn't need them.
That's yeah.
They just go to the Army warrant officers.
They're literally like, to us, they're like a mythical creature. We
They
just see them and
are,
we're
man.
like, what is that?
Well, they're subject matter experts in whatever the hell it is that they do, and nobody knows what that is.
But they're always the most chill, calm people. They'll come to the gate, and you're just like,
What's up,
What's up, man? What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a W5. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Whoa, what are all those squares on your chest, bro?
He's like, I don't even know, man. It's all good.
I don't even know.
all
man.
good, man.
I don't know why I made him sound like Matthew McConaughey.
Because they're fucking cool.
Yeah.
They always drive Lincolns, right?
They were driving Lincolns before it was cool to drive a Lincoln.
That's a really good impression.
Hidden talents here.
Yeah. So I got the next story. This
All right,
is
what
going
you
to
got,
be 4 Air Force guys, okay? And they came straight home from an Afghanistan deployment.
All right.
And there was like a local bar that was running a fundraiser to get a kid a service dog of some kind.
Okay.
Okay. So it was a good fundraiser.
For a good
It was,
cause.
Yeah. Well,
How'd they fuck it up?
right. So the bar was a big supporter of the military, and they were like, hey, we want to sponsor a team.
All right.
And this one guy knew the owner or something like that. He's like, hey, grab a couple of your friends. You guys are going to do this fucking golf outing. If you want, it'd be cool. You know, you'll have fucking team, whatever it is. Well, it turns out that none of these dickheads have ever really played golf.
At least in this
The
decade.
spirit that counts.
At least in this decade, right? So the first guy recognizes that he's never played golf before, but he's a fairly athletic dude. So he's like, I'll be fine. Goes out and buys a set of golf clubs.
All athleticism is transferable.
Oh,
That's what I was told.
Yeah. So he goes out and he buys a set of golf clubs.
All right.
Goes to the driving range.
I like where this is going.
Quickly recognizes he is not a golfer.
Okay.
So he hits like...
Abandon all hope.
Yeah.
Let's just try to have some fun now.
So he hits like 500 golf balls, sucks ass. He's like, fuck it, it'll be fine. I do well under pressure, right? So the day comes, these 4 dickheads show up, and this is a nice club. Okay. It's not like a hole in the wall area on like the outskirts of somewhere. It's like
a country club.
It is a country club, man.
So they're not golfing against a bunch of other assholes.
No.
It's like actual golfers.
Actual golfers.
Oh, that sounds
okay,
horrible.
like they pay memberships and everything, and they're like dressed like dickheads, all right? One dude is wearing a kilt.
Oh my God.
And then another guy's
In their defense, you always want to be seen.
Yeah.
And you want to be remembered.
These guys definitely should not have been. So one dude's wearing a fucking kilt, okay?
All right.
Another guy's wearing your traditional, like, knee-high socks and the poofy pants, a fucking golfing cap, and walking
With
around
a little ball on the
Yeah, a
top.
little ball on the top. He's got, like, a plaid vest on. What an idiot, right? So
I love that.
they go to tee off, okay? First person puts the ball up on the tee, swings, and there's a water hazard directly to the left. The ball goes about 4 feet forward, but rockets to the left.
Just
like
hooks to
80
the left?
feet, just hooks straight left into the water, right?
That's how you know you're good.
So he's like, well, didn't expect that. He gets up. Next guy comes up, puts the ball on, swink, right into the water.
Oh, fuck.
The next
Now,
2 dickheads
these
do the
guys-
same
Now,
fucking thing.
you said this is a golfing event, right?
Yeah, so there's
are
people waiting.
Yeah, there's other golfers.
There's other golfers.
That
watching.
sounds like so much anxiety.
I'm sure they're very patient with these dickheads that are dressed like assholes.
I can hear them all sighing in the background, and we're just talking about this
Yes.
hypothetically.
So
Just
you've got like 2 other groups that are sitting there waiting, and all 4 of these dickheads shank it straight into the water. And it's not like the water's right up on the green. Like, you had to fuck this hit up, right?
And they did because
And
they
they
don't
did.
know what they're doing.
The last guy gets up there, shanks it in the water, picks his tee up, goes, "You guys can play through."
Oh, that's awesome.
So they turn it into a competition. They're like, well, we're going to suck at this. We're probably going to be last. Everyone's going to play through. Let's see who can drink the most, as military members do.
Look, you got to make a positive out of a negative.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You know, you got to look for the positives in life.
Of course.
And if you can't play, get shit-faced.
So one guy decides that the guy in the kilt decides that he is going to get so shammered and drive the golf cart.
Okay.
And if you don't play golf, one of the rules is you don't drive up onto the green,
Okay.
like where your putting's at.
I am
okay?
not a golfer.
I'm pretty confident this dude doesn't know that, does he?
No, nope. So one of his friends is up there putting, okay? This drunk asshole looks and goes, I'm going to run him over. What? Pedal to the floor, right? So he's like, boom, starts to drive towards this guy. And from the perspective of person 4, he says all he sees is a tree and a golf cart run behind the tree, and then a person go fly.
Just completely fly out.
Materialized from the tree to the other side.
Obviously, maybe it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. We cannot condone this kind of stupid behavior, so make sure that you don't run over your friends with a golf cart. Although I think there was a really awesome Christmas carol about grandma got run over by a golf cart. Do you remember that?
I think it's
There was like-
reindeer.
No. There was a golf cart one.
Never heard that one.
Okay. We'll have to look that one up.
So he fucking runs his friend over, blasts him onto the green. He's laughing his tits off, right? He's, oh my God, because he's drunk. And his friend's laying there just maimed on the green.
Ow. Why the fuck did you run me over, bitch?
Needless to say, they didn't finish the course.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
They didn't finish the course. I think they finished like 9 holes, they said, or
Out
something
of
like
our
that.
element, we should
Yeah.
probably just go.
They just fucking go park the golf carts like we don't belong here.
It's a nice thought. Thanks for your support.
Yeah.
Make a nice little donation to the kid to get his dog.
So the kid did end up making enough money to get his dog. That's the happy ending here.
Hell yeah.
So the kid did end up getting their service dog, and
That's what we like to hear.
yeah, it was a happy ending when it all said and done. Other than the medical bills for
The guy getting run over
the guy getting run over by the golf cart.
Nice.
All right, so this next story I'm going to take. All
right,
It's going to be
sounds
out of
good.
the 82nd Airborne.
Nice. We love our 82nd Airborne stories.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, so late 90s. They're at Fort Bragg.
Okay.
And they're going out to a range day. So it's been raining. It's a little wet. And they're in their vehicles. And this gentleman, we're going to call him Mike.
Okay.
All right. What up,
Mike is in a Humvee, but not one of the fully up-armored Humvees. It's one of those old ones that have the soft sides, kind of like a Jeep.
Yeah, soft top.
90s. Pretty,
Soft top.
pretty
There you
fucking light.
Yeah.
And
It's all engine and wheel. That's it.
yeah, that's it. And a windshield, and then tarps around it.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in the lead in this soft top, and they're leaving the hardball, which is going from like paved roads onto dirt or gravel.
Okay.
All right.
Which again, it's been raining, it's a little wet. So behind him is one of those large personnel carriers, like the 5 tons, as they
geez,
call
yeah.
them.
Like a big ass truck.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's this female, we'll call her Stacy, is driving this, and she's got the back just full of other people in their unit, a bunch of which are like higher ranking NCOs.
Oh, no.
So as they're leaving the hardball,
So what rank was the driver of the Humvee?
I think he was E4.
So how the fuck did he get to drive that and there's NCOs in the back of the 5
They're
ton?
probably feeling a little lazy that day.
Yeah,
They're like, you know what? That guy takes it.
Yeah.
That just makes all of this so much funnier.
Okay.
So he's driving in the lead in this soft top. Stacy, don't know what her rank was, and then she's got a bunch of above E4s in the back of her.
Oh, no.
Bunch of
So-
leadership and NCOs and shit. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So as they're pulling off of the hardball, off of the paved road onto the dirt, he decides he's just going to whip a J-turn real quick.
No.
So
Nice.
he flips this fucking soft top around, and now he's facing her, and he throws it in reverse. Well, Stacy just panics and slams on the brakes.
Oh, no.
And those 5-ton trucks don't have seatbelts. It's just bench seating in the back.
Yeah.
So all of the dudes in the back, all the personnel just pile to the front, smash up against the back of the cab, and they're all, what the fuck?
Yeah,
screaming.
So they're pissed at her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
All they know is that their driver just brake checked them, and now they're all fucked up. Oh. And
I'd be pissed.
just as quickly as Mike pulled that J-turn, he spun back around like a pro and just kept driving.
Fuck
So
yeah.
they get to where they're going, and they stop, and everybody's tumbling out of the back of this 5-ton, and they're like, "What the fuck, Stacy?" And she's like, "No. It was him." And she's trying to point out that Mike did something, and it freaked her out. And Mike's just like, "What the fuck?"
He's
are you
standing
talking
there
about?
completely innocent. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Mike's just like, "I don't know.
I
We
didn't do anything."
we just drove out here to the range. And I don't know what you're making a big fuss out of."
Now, for those of you in the audience who don't know, in the back of these 5-tons, like usually they have tarps over them so you can't see out like what's going on outside. That's important to note too here if you're not familiar.
So all they knew was that
all they
were
knew.
just having a nice drive to the range, and then they got fucked
Boom!
up.
Brake checked. That's awesome, man.
Oh, shit.
All right, so check out this next story. This story takes place about 15, 20 years ago, something like that. And it takes place in the Army Military Police Training Academy, right? So they have a block of instruction here where you learn all of your defensive driving tactics like in a cruiser. And they have a nice facility for this. It's like a racetrack, and they have areas where you're going to like practice drifting and all kinds of crazy stuff like this. Now, the way this is set up is inside of the cruiser, there's going to be one instructor, and you're usually going to have 2 to 3 trainees inside each one of these cruisers. And there's cones set up. They have to maneuver. There's a maneuverability course and all these other kinds of things. So they're out doing this one block of instruction. One of the trainees is just kind of like walking back to his area, going to go meet up with some of his guys, and a car pulls up to him, and he notices one of his buddies is in there. He's like, okay, hey, motions for him to come on over. He goes on over, he gets in, and he sees that he's got one of his buddies from New York, one of his buddies from New Jersey, then another guy, and he's just like, wait a minute. Where's the instructor? He's like, get in, nerd. We fucking stole this bitch. and now he's like fully committed. He's like, there's no instructor? Well, fuck it. Like, I'm in now. So, like, they fucking just go haul ass all around this track. Like, they're fucking pulling up their e-brake. They're doing drifts. Now, mind you, a lot of these cones you're supposed to maneuver through, and they were just wiping out fucking just lines of cones. Like, they're speeding around, all this kind of stuff like that. They would switch out drivers here and there, but they were fucking total joyride, just fucking having a blast right now. They realize, like, hey, we're playing pretty hard right here. There is no way that instructors are not having the eyes drawn over to us to get fucked up. So they're like, all right, we've had enough fun, so we're going to circle on back. They notice that other people are kind of parking, so they kind of just go over and park. They see people are getting out. They blend in. They go get their hydration packs. And no instructors really noticed. So they just kind of blend right in, and they fucking got away with it, man. Now,
shit.
How on brand is it that the guys from New York and New Jersey are facilitating this fucking joyride?
Yeah.
Oh, so
hey, forget about it. We're driving here.
we're having some fun over here.
Yeah.
Fuck you. It's a bear.
It's a bear.
Fuck yeah, man.
They might have gotten away with that in the moment, but eventually somebody went out to like survey the course and reset everything and saw all these tire marks and those cones just gone. I was like, what the fuck?
No, I mean, so we can't recommend doing this kind of thing in training because 99% of the time you're going to get caught. They happen to get lucky in that instance.
Yeah, that was that 1 in 100.
Yeah. But like you do go out there and drive like assholes. There's people that go off the track, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So it sounds like they were able to blend in enough. Like they weren't driving like total dickheads.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from like the new guys that are kind of getting the feel of these cruisers and everything like that. But can't recommend that you go out there when you're in training
And just fuck everything up.
fuck everything up. But that's a great story though.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Cammo Comedy Show Podcast. If you like what we're doing here and you want to participate in this community, there are many different ways that you can contribute. First and foremost, tell somebody about the show. Word of mouth advertising is very powerful, and we really appreciate you for helping us out. If you have any funny military stories of your own or know somebody who does, with their permission, of course, you can contribute those stories via email at stories@cammocomedy.com. That's stories, STORIES, at CAMMOCOMEDY.com. Or if you're not too good at the internets, drop us a voicemail at area code 531-222-6146. That's area code 531-222-6146. That's right, we're giving away our phone number. We want funny military stories from all eras. So if you're not from a generation that's heavily online, we don't want there to be a barrier for participation. We have a lot of big plans for this show and building this community to support veterans. We will announce here soon, so stay tuned. All right, I'm going to go have a nice spicy bowl of chili. Later.
Are you chasing flies? You gotta.
I'm scared. Ah! Fuck! Could you hear that?
Yeah.
All right.
Cheeks has got one of those handy dandy electric bug zappers, and we're using it on each other's wieners.
It's so
It's
much
the
fun.
only place to use it.
Well, they are. Mine just keeps missing and going through the entire thing without making contact.
It's like a dick that's
Nice.
smaller.